Continuing on with the NXT TakeOver Dallas predictions, we talked Aries and Corbin, we talked Cruz and Samson. Now it's time to talk Revival versus American Alpha. We got Dash and Dawson are going to defend the NXT Tag Team Championship against Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. I think this is a pretty easy one to call, isn't this one? We're getting new tag champs.
You know, I wouldn't be so sure. We did think that Enzo and Cass were going to beat them twice.
You know, I stopped believing that they were going to beat them after the previous 4 times that they didn't beat them.
What if Revival just holds on to these titles for like 3 years?
I'd hate that. I still don't like this team. But I mean, I was thinking for the longest time that they were being set up for this, and when Roadblock happened, it was Roadblock that they defended it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That to me just screamed, let's have them win again so they look stronger when they lose to American Alpha. They have to be winning those belts.
Yeah, I imagine that's where it's going.
Because they're so over, you know? Like,
mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, so is Enzo and Cass, but they're not going to make that same mistake twice.
No.
And I think they're more willing to get behind these guys. I think these are more their image of who they want to have as a big tag team. It's actually kind of shocking that they're as over as they are.
It is, because it was like, when Jordan was with Dillinger, now I like both guys. I think Dillinger's massively underrated. And Jordan's really making a lot of headway. Those two were like the jobber tag team. And then they introduce a guy who seems like a jobber with the whole Chad Gable wanting to be Jason Jordan's partner. And suddenly they hit it off and the crowd just loves them.
You know what's funny is the setup of that tag team is awfully similar to the setup of the tag team of Goldust and R-Truth.
It is, isn't it? But without
it wasn't prolonged for like 4 fucking months.
Exactly, and the backstage stuff wasn't as ridiculous.
And it was actually worth it and cool.
And both the guys are actually more entertaining. Not to say anything bad about Goldust and R-Truth. They've got their values, but I like Jordan and Gable a lot more.
They were the past, and these guys are the now.
Just please don't start doing stuttering gimmicks and stuff. I don't want to see Gable doing that. Ready, willing, and Gable. Like, that kind of shit. No, don't get into that. I love that catchphrase, by the way. It's so lame. It's perfect. But the Revival, they did do more than I thought that they were going to. I'll give them credit for that. Still think that they should not have been in this position whatsoever, but that's the position that they're in, and I think it's time. I think that they've done as much as they can do to make them look as strong as they can by beating the most over tag team, if you discount American Alpha, maybe even surpassing them, though. They beat them twice so they can look strong. Who did they beat to win the titles? Vaudevillains?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they fucked those over. Those guys are like shit compared to what they used to be now. It's just a shame.
Tony.
Say yeah.
Their theme is so bad, too.
Their theme is pretty fucking dumb.
It doesn't fit them at all.
Say yeah.
Say yeah. We're fucking short. It's so bad. Like, you would think that these, like, two, like, hulking, like, monstrosity motherfuckers come out like that. And it's like these two jackasses that you would find at, like, a fucking Waffle House. And it's all just like, yeah, we're the fucking Revival. Fuck you. Hate them. The only worst tag team in NXT right now is, I don't even think they still go by the name, but they used to be Shoot Nation. The Sawyer Fulton and Angelo Dawkins. Those guys are like, just fire them already. God damn. But Revival, it's time to lose those belts. Drew, what do you think? Is this going to be a title change, or do you think that Dash and Dawson actually have a shot?
It's all about the American fucking Alpha. I will say if they don't win, I'm going to be rather upset. And you remember how this is a show where apparently all the baby faces are going to win?
Yeah.
Let's keep that trend going. Yeah.
Say yeah.
People over there say yeah.
Peyton, you going with American Alpha as well?
Absolutely. It's going to be a glorious moment.
Hopefully.
Smart money is on American Alpha. It's time for Jordan and Gable to win those belts. continue on in the next part with Bailey versus Asuka. So click on that if you are on YouTube, and we'll see you with the Women's Championship.